Hello, Aquarius. This is Heather Dawn. Thank you so much for being here. This is your collective tarot reading for the month of May. We are in lawn mowing season here in Nashville, so there may be some lawnmowers in the background. We are also in the new Venus star point cycle of all things in the realms of Venus having gone direct on April 12th. We are in the divine white light love energy. So all of the last 8 years have been alchemizing all things Venus, self-love, relationships, romantic divine partnerships, finances, life purpose. Those have been in the shadow realms. We have done some deep clearing away. It came to a climactic understanding within yourself for in Venus retrograde, which went finally direct. Venus went finally direct on that Libra full moon of April 12th. And here we are entering into the month of May. And really the first few days of May is when we are fully in Venus direct energy after, the shadow period has subsided. Here we go. You are calling in all things beautiful, realigning and redeciding and pulling in truly what you want for your life now. This is going to be an 8-year process, so there's no need to be impatient about it. Just allow and make choices in the divine white light from all the lessons you have learned now. So Aquarius, welcome to May. Welcome to May. Let's see what cards we have for you. Straight out of the gate, we have the Sun. That's a beautiful energy straight out of the gate. This is the card of summertime Leo energy. It is the card of truth. It's the card of play, of freedom. It is the happiest card in the tarot. It's a naked baby on a horse in the sun, living its best life. Why wouldn't this child be just having the best time of her life? There is a huge amount of responsibility that comes with the truth that is being revealed to you in the month of May. I say that because, yes, it is a naked baby on a horse. And yet you can't, the truth is there's so much joy and oh my God, the sun feels so good and the air on my skin feels so good and I just want to live in this bliss and joy forever. Well, you can't, because you're going to get burnt if you stay out in the sun all day. So with the truth of a doorway, like if you follow this truth, if you acknowledge this truth of where you can go, what you can become, the life that you can have for this abundance and joy and truth, if you acknowledge it, it's gonna be yours. If you are shown truth about what you need to do to access this freedom and play and happiness and joy, and you don't act on it, you're not responsible with it, you avoid taking action, I mean, that's when the sun can damage your beautiful porcelain skin. That's when the tan becomes the tumultuous red burn of embarrassment. Like you have an opportunity in May to embrace the sun, to embrace the truth, while being very responsible with what you are being shown, because you get access to pure happiness and joy if you are responsible with that truth. So big reveal for you in May, Aquarius. It is summertime energy. It's like, I feel so free, I feel so alive. King of Swords with the sun at the base. That is the king of truth. That is the king of, I have extremely high standards. I am in my masculine power of, yes, this is my truth. No, that is not for me. So there is a very strong stance that goes with this sun card. So what that tells me is you are being shown a truth. You know the truth. With the sun, it's like everything is visible. Everything is out in the open. You think of the sun just high in the sky, like nothing is hidden. Everything is brightly illuminated. The good, the bad, the bold, the ugly, the beautiful. Everything is very revealed. What is being shown to you all of it, not just the good stuff that's really beautiful and fun and feels good to look at and embrace. What is being also shown to you that is like, that is not good for me. There, with the King of Swords and the Sun together, that is a very like in your face, this is the truth. And you know this is the truth. You cannot deny this truth. What are you going to do about it? What do you need to cut out of your life once and for all? What do you need to take a stand on? What do you say yes to? What do you say no to? How do you get in your power, your masculine power of like in control to lead to this beautiful new happiness? I'm looking at this King of Swords in this deck. He is holding a little sphere with a cross on it. And I love this deck because there's butterflies everywhere in this deck, which is it's new life energy. It's new life energy. A new life of happiness for you if you cut away the bullshit and you cut away, the things that do not meet your standards. 10 of coins, dang. Yeah, you're building a legacy. Capricorn just got this card, but you are building a legacy. Not just that, it's like you are like whatever this truth is that's being revealed to you in May, there is a strong sense of obligation within you to acknowledge this truth, because it's for your own security. There is just something there's something that is so important to your life purpose, your legacy, your stability. The 10 of coins, that could be very career related, absolutely. It could be abundance, money, mindset related, yes. But it's more, and it's legacy, it's inheritance. It can be an inheritance, family decision of like a huge family decision. But more than that, for me, the 10 of coins is you have set yourself up on a path of very hard work to create a life that you love. You are writing the story of your life that you are going to be so honored to be recognized for. It's the story, it's what you've created that lives on way after you, what you are known for. And that doesn't have to be as monumental as it sounds. It could just be that you are known to be a very kind and happy person, right? Maybe this is like, oh, I'm creating more joy in my life by saying no and cutting things away. Like there is a very the King of Swords, it's a very definitive, decisive energy of like, no, there's no negotiating with the King of Swords. Like this is a very firm knowing. You are being shown something huge in May. Ace of Swords, Capricorn? No, I think Sagittarius got, anyway, Sagittarius got this as well. But truth. If there's one word for you in May that is just going to be highlighted in the sky, it is truth. And it's, what is your truth? This is your truth. There's an insight coming about your legacy, about your life purpose, about your stability, your security. And it's anchored in a revelation of what will bring you joy. The aces are always, I call them the free energy card, because like, it's the starting point. It's the starting point of the suit. So the Ace of Swords, that is the starting point. Like you are taking this truth that comes in and you are utilizing it for the good of your life. This is you taking a stand, speaking up. You have to acknowledge it first. I don't think you're going to have any trouble seeing what it is with the sun, but you know, you have to acknowledge it. You will. You absolutely will. The sun is the card for Leo. We have also a June time marker here with the Six of Wands. It could be something about May, could directly correlate to the summer. Like I said, it's a summertime energy or Leo season, but you have victory here. The Six of Wands is victory. Like you are going to be responsible with the truth that is being shown. You are going to make the cut. You are going to make cuts. You are going to let things go. You have let things go. It's all, you're doing the right thing. Like the Six of Wands is saying you're doing the right thing. There's a promise of a lot of happiness and fulfillment and success in your future. It's just about taking control of the truth, your truth. Let's get one more card. Whoop. Okay. Drop that. We have the Knight of Wands reversed, which to me, like I am very diligent about not having reversals in my deck. So that when they do make an appearance in that way, whether that be like from flying out of the deck or falling on the floor, it's an important message. This is the Nine of Wands reversed. That is a card of inaction, or also allowing things to go slow, because the Nine of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. It is the fastest action incoming, or you taking the fastest action. I'm going to pull one more card with that. Six of Swords. One more card. The Knight of Swords coming in. That's a It feels a little bit like you have a lot of sword energy here. You have swords and wands, but you also have a pentacle. Okay, so but there's a lot of I'm kind of getting the message that you have had a tendency in the past to not act on your passion because of what other people would think. And I say that because like the swords are mental energy, but I see you taking control of that and moving in a direction of, yeah, this is my truth. I cannot care anymore what people think, because this is my passion. This is my passion. And you're going to have huge success with it. The cards are just, they keep falling. They keep falling. We have the Emperor reversed. That to me is Aries season that we just entered. So something you may have like seen this coming. You may have seen this coming last month, like in the last 30 days. Something may have come up that, brought this to your attention. And it also, the Emperor is, of course, like I said, the card of Aries season, but it's also like the card of the Father. It's the card of having power and dominion over your life. It's embodying all four kings in yourself, having security, having emotional maturity, having the ability to take action on your passion, and having what's the other thing? Truth, embodying truth. I mean, it's funny to me that it's reversed because like you haven't had all of those things aligned, especially last month. But what's happening is in May, it's the King of Swords that has been reversed for you. You have not acknowledged this truth. You haven't been ready to acknowledge this truth. In May, and possibly from May all the way to Leo season or the summer, you are going to embody the truth. It's going to come to a place of like, okay, because you're not in your power until you acknowledge this truth, and you know that. And that's what I mean by the Sun is you have this awareness of responsibility to the truth. It's going to hit you so hard in May. So if April was a month of like, oh, I see the truth. I know the truth. I have a feeling I know the truth. But I don't, I'm not ready to face it. I'm not ready to face it. Well, May is like, you've got to face this. It's time to face it. You're only going to have success if you do. If you don't, then that's another situation. That's the situation of like getting burnt, getting a really, really bad sunburn from the sun of truth. But I don't see you doing that. I see you between May and June making a huge victorious decision based in your truth that sets you up on the path of success, a lot of success, a lot of prosperity. That's devoted to your soul purpose and your legacy. It does involve you cutting something out that I think has been a part of your life for a really long time, and it's mental. It's related to the mental space. So it could just be that you have put other people's opinions above your own, and you're not going to do that anymore, because like, you want happiness, you want this beautiful, this truth is going to make you happy. I think May is like, you have this understanding, like, oh, like this is what's gonna make me happy. I have to I have to do something about it. And then we have the Queen of Swords, all this sword energy. And that's the divine feminine. That's the divine feminine of the truth of like, this is going to make me happy. The masculine, the King of Swords, is more like taking the action and making the decision. But it's like, you first have to truly like put it in your emotional body and say, oh, this is for my happiness. I have to put my happiness before other people. Now, we also, this could apply to someone. We do have the King and the Queen of Swords. So that is a divine counterpart, divine partnership showing up. But if this applies to any kind of love situation, these are two people who are very aligned in their living out of the truth. They are strong believers in the justice system. They fight for what is right. They speak their truth. They help the underdog. They have a very strong sense of justice and boundaries. But I think that this is just going to resonate deeply with you in your personal life, of all those things related to your happiness and moving forward and to your life purpose. The shadow card for you, the Knight of Pentacles. Here's the thing, it's like, slow and steady wins the race here. Allowing things to unfold in a very peaceful, slow and steady pace. The bigness, the hugeness around this all is this deep sense of power that gets firmly rooted and established in your acknowledging of the truth. And then once you do that, it's just a matter of everything kind of like step by step lining up and falling into place. Slow and steady wins the race. Rhyming. And then the Empress. Yeah, this is building a new life. Again, the Empress is the divine feminine of Aries season. So you have the Emperor upside down to represent Aries season, but for the Empress to show up in the shadow card, I see the Empress that is the card for the mother, but I see that more as, in your reading here, and always, the Empress to me is this time marker of creating something from seed to harvest. So it is the seed time frame of the spring, Aries season, to the harvest, the fall. This is also connective of eclipse season that started in March to the fall, the next eclipse season that will occur in September. There is a window period for you here. I think in Aries season, something is coming to the surface that needs to be acknowledged. Something really big that's going to put you in your power. You were not ready to acknowledge the truth or face it or proclaim it or engage with it in Aries season, but by May, it's not going to be avoidable anymore. And you're going to have a huge opportunity to be in your power. So much so that I think by September, you are going to have an amazing outcome. That's going to be a step-by-step, slowly peaceful unfolding. The big moment of all of this is you stepping into your power and acknowledging the truth and taking the sword of truth into your hand and saying yes or saying no, both things. No to what you cannot keep in your life, and yes to this new thing that's already present, it's already starting. You just got to fully say yes. Okay. All right. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. If you ever want a personal reading with me, you can book through my website in the description box below. I wish you a beautiful May. I see lots of power and truth towards a divine path of happiness and legacy for you occurring. There's still more to come from it, but I think it's the acknowledgement that begins in May for you. So thank you for being here. Happy May.